Hi, Kathy here, and I'm just going to walk you through a packaging activity, which is something some of our students are doing as part of a vocational lesson. In the rooms that I work in, the way I like to do it is to have 4 or 5 types of items, a few, 4 to 5 of each of those items, and I put each item in a pile with similar items, and I spread those piles out in front of the student and then give them a container to use to package those items in. I have some videos ready to show you a sample of what the layout might look like. Some items that I found around my house. I know that some things are hard to come by these days, so you might not be able to use the same items that we use for packaging in the classroom, but you can get creative and use whatever you can find around the house. Some items I was able to find lying around were some napkins and forks and knives left over from a party. No spoons though, we must use those. So I grabbed some spoons out of the drawer and I just included those in. So as you can see, I'm using the bed as my surface, but I have napkins, forks, knives, and spoons all separated into piles and spread out with some space where I can put the bin that I will be putting them in. Some other items that I was able to find are floss containers, some hair clips, contact cases, and some mini toothpaste that I was able to get as samples from the dentist. So I did the same thing on the opposite corner of the bed, and I just spread out those 4 items, each into their own piles, ready to be packaged. Some types of containers you could use a bowl, or you might want to use just some Ziploc sandwich bags. You can use those bins from takeout food. So I've got several of those here. Wondering why I've been hanging on to them so long, but this is the perfect use for them. And just some plastic shopping bags you might also use. You can get creative, so you can use any one of those things. You can use pencil cases. That's something we often use in the classroom. Paper bags. I know some towns have switched to paper, so if you don't have any of those plastic bags lying around, use paper bags or whatever you can get your hands on, as long as you have a few of the same items, so they could use them for packaging. So for the sake of a packaging activity, I like to have the containers.
I tried to help you.
You will help me, and we have all of the items laid out in their separate piles within an arm's reach. We sure do. So then we're just going to take one container, and then we're going to reach across and take one item from each pile. Did you want to help me?
Yeah. Oh, this one.
This one.
This one.
And we're just going to put one of each item into the container. One. Good job. And then we have our first package made. So then we're just going to repeat that with another container and take one from each pile. And we're going to put those into the package as well. Just one from each until we've completed packaging 2 to 3 packages of the items that we're trying to sort into the package. Nice job. All right.